It's sunny! So, the figure that we're going to look at today is a Fleckerl in International Standard Viennese Waltz. And as I shared in two previous videos from this last month, there's different ways that we can do the Fleckerl. One is going to work best for you. So my suggestion is to learn some different ways to do it, and then check with your coach to see which looks best on you naturally, because everyone's built differently, everyone moves differently, and you want to dance your best. For today, we're going to look at reverse turns into reverse turning Fleckerls, into a Contracheck, into natural turning Fleckerls, and a natural turn exit. If you haven't already, please look up my video on reverse turning Fleckerls and natural turning Fleckerls, unless you already know that figure, because I don't want to make this particular video like 3 hours long teaching everything. So this is going to be a little bit of a fancier combo from videos that I've already shared. And we'll call this our little Viennese Waltz series. So here we go. Okay. So I'm going to assume you know reverse turns. So we'll dance to the center of the room lead using reverse turns. Okay. Once you get to the center of the room, we're going to do our reverse turning Fleckerls. So in this case, if I started forward on a 1, I'm going to hook behind on a 5 for the man. That would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do as many of those as you want to. And on a 1, we're going to go into a Contracheck and a slip. So any beat 1, you can do that. I'll show that again. So reverse turning into center and plant yourself, spin, and then check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pretend this is the center of the room just so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, leads. And we talked about in our reverse turning Fleckerl video, we really want to crank that 4. Okay? The more power you want, the more you've got to like hook behind there. If you just step and don't pull, you won't end up spinning very hard. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretend this is the middle of the room. 1, 2. Cross in front and 3, 4. Here's our money maker step power. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now at this point, I could do another Fleckerl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I could do my Contracheck to switch direction. I'll do a Contracheck. 1, 2, 3. Now in this case, on my natural turning Fleckerls, if I'm doing the sequence, I'm going to hook mine on the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to exit the second half of natural turns and travel back to the outside of the room. And I'm going to initiate that on any 1. For today's purposes, just to make the video concise, I'm always going to start forward on a 1 on my reverse turn. Obviously in real life you could be on a 4, in which case you would hook behind on the 2 for those reverse turning Fleckerls, and you would hook behind on the 5 for those reverse turning Fleckerls, or the natural turning Fleckerls. For today's purposes, for learning purposes, I recommend always counting in on the 1 and starting on the 1 until you cultivate the muscle memory. Then you won't have to count it at all. It'll happen on autopilot. So let's show that going out to the side. So I'm doing my reverse turns. We'll pretend I'm heading to the middle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these are my reverse turning fleckerls. These turn to the left. And for today's purpose, I'm hooking behind on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's a 1 beat. I might as well stick my check and switch in here. I'm going to check. I'm going to slip strong with the left side lead to my out, turning my girl to my right to lead into the natural fleckerls. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your head's left of your butt. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 behind, in front, side, in front. Repeat. Side, behind, and in front, and in front. And I'm going to head out with my natural turns, and really doesn't matter what angle you take because there's a line of dance going all the way around the floor. I'll just curve my naturals back into the outside wall and join the racing pack. Okay, ladies, let's cover our parts. And again, if you don't already know reverse turning fleckerls, if you don't already know natural turning fleckerls, I cover these in much greater detail in 2 other videos. So check those out if you're not sure how those parts work. So ladies, today we're going to head into this from reverse turns, which I'm going to assume you already know. So we're going back, side together, forward, side, cross, and front. Now this is foolproof. When I'm in the middle of the room, I bet you fleckerls are coming. I'm not sure if he might do a contracheck, he might launch into reverse turning fleckerls. I'm not sure, but I know it's going to be something spinny, so my feelers are up for ready to receive that lead. For today, we're going to go into the reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for today's purposes, ladies, you're going to cross behind on the 2 that assume that you launched into this with a reverse turn starting back on the right foot. So that looks like this: side, behind, side, in front, side, in front. If I were to count that in numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And helpful hint, ladies, stay as close to your partner with your feet as you can. If there's, as a matter of fact, try to step on him. Bonus points if you step on him. The tighter those feet are, the more you'll be able to spin around. Okay? So I'll show that again, this time coming at you, ladies. So this is just a plain old reverse turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it slow-mo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On any 1 beat, he can do a contracheck. This is foolproof. He'll come underneath of me with his legs. I really can't miss it. Just don't step with too wide of a base when he goes into that check, otherwise you won't be able to power out really effectively. So step with tight thighs and a small base. And I have a very aggressive forward push out of here. I know for a fact I've got to power forward here. I have to provide the power. If I just follow him out, he's going to jack me up there with his arm, and then he'll suck you with his arm the whole time. It'll feel horrible. So for lady, my job here is to kapow. It's not just like a regular slip pivot action. It's slipping forward on roids. Okay? So and smack it. Okay? So we're going to finish this with natural turning fleckerls. Again, I'm going to assume you've seen that video already. So this turns to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and for today we're going to hook behind on the 5, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the more you want speed, the more you spin when you hook behind. That's your money-making step. Don't try and get going with the cross in front. That's your relaxation time. This don't know if you can see, it's just that I'm connecting with the suede of my shoe and slightly on the outside edge, and I'm pushing into the floor to crank around, okay? The more you pull with that back, the more powerful that spin's gonna be, okay? I'll show that again from another angle. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, behind, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say this is our 1 for our Contracheck. 1, and power, ladies. You see how my nose is into the wind? It's not back in here. Very aggressive forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to hook behind in the 5, ladies. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it just repeats. We don't know how many he's going to do, but we know he's going to exit with a natural turn, which is pretty intuitive for you to travel out. He'll move his hip away when he swings back outside of that stationary point. Oh, I don't want to fall away from him. And oh, look at that. We're doing natural turns. And he'll launch you back into that line of dance with that stream of dancers dancing around the outside of the room. So that was another variation on our Fleckerls. So today we did reverse turns to the center of the room. We did reverse turning Fleckerls. We planted a Contracheck in the middle on beat 1. Then we did our natural turning Fleckerls. And then we used the second half of a natural as our exit to launch back into natural turns and get back into the line of dance. For today's purposes, leads, we're going to have you start on beat 1 so that you know, okay, well, that first half I'm going to hook behind on the 5, and on the natural Fleckerls I'm going to hook behind on the 2. And ladies, you're a little cheap for now. Just think counting in your head, starting back on the 1. Okay, I'm going to hook behind on the 2 in those reverse turning Fleckerls. And then the second part, for the natural turning Fleckerls, I'll hook behind on the 5 as lady. And we're going to have our feet turn to our partner. We're going to try and step on the partner, stay very close to them. We're going to have I don't want you to think left side lead, think left hip lead, and then feet pointing to the partner. If you think left side lead, you're just going to end up dumping and swaying, and it'll suck out the rotation. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Feel free to shoot me any questions if you have any. And if you liked today's video, please subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you soon. Have an awesome day. Bye, guys.